created the next chapter in natural selection. Project Rampage works.
You got another one of your little science experiments running around.
What do you mean another one?
Incoming!
Sound the alarm, it's time to cross the line.
Of course, the wolf flies.
Stop me, oh, somebody stop me, please, somebody stop me, oh, somebody stop me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm back to talk about the new movie Rampage. The movie just came out, so I want to let you know if it's worth your time to go see it. This movie stars Dewayne "The Rock" Johnson, Naomi Harris, and also Jeffrey Dean Morgan. This is a straight-up monster movie. The story on it is pretty basic. This company makes, these experiments that can change animals and make them more aggressive and supersized and cross their genetics over with other animals and, things like that. And well, these three canisters, get out, and let's say, and the three animals that get infected is a gorilla named George. He was in a sanctuary zoo type of thing with The Rock. So he was really close with The Rock, and he was a really funny character at the beginning of the movie before he got infected. And the next character was a alligator and also a wolf. And I think that's where the movie made its first mistake. You only had three monsters in there. And I think in a pack of wolves and a pack of gorillas and in a whole lake with alligators and fish, I think you could have had way more monsters. And I think they went cheap with that. They didn't want to spend that much money on CGI, animating all these extra monsters and stuff and going too big. And I feel like that's where they made a mistake. Like in other movies, like if you have a zombie movie and they really try to give you too much human backstory and they never really talk about the zombies and how it got started and things like that. I feel like this movie did the same thing with the monsters. There's not really monsters in the movie, maybe a third of the movie. There are some cool scenes when they actually have them there. The wolf is really cool, but you barely get any of him, like flying especially. So that's what I was really looking forward to, seeing a wolf fly, and you barely kind of got that, so I was disappointed with that. The gorilla is really the character that stood out the most as far as the monsters, because he has the most comedic scenes, he has the most action scenes, and he's really like the heart of the whole movie. But as far as being a monster movie, I was really let down because they tried to give you too much backstory on The Rock. They tried to give you too much backstory on this company that created it. They tried to give you too much backstory on the Naomi Harris character. She had a doctor and her brother died, and she wants revenge on the company and all this whole human drama. And I really hate that about movies. I don't care about the humans. When I go see a monster movie or a zombie movie, I got 3 M's: monsters, military, movie star. Naomi Harris' character in this movie was completely useless. She was a doctor that knew about genetics, but she really didn't do anything. And I feel like instead of paying her, $6 to $10 million that you did pay her to be in this movie, you could have used that $6 to $10 million on more CGI and having more monsters in the movie. And I could have just had the Dewayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jeffrey Dean Morgan playing 2 characters, for one from the zoo and one from the military. And I could have had a great movie watching them 2 go back and forth with some great comedic scenes, some great action scenes. I just feel like when you're gonna give me a monster movie or you're gonna give me a zombie movie, give me the fucking monsters, give me the fucking zombies. I don't care about your human drama. I don't care about you trying to have heart. I don't care about you trying to get me to cry and have tear-jerker scenes. All that BS, leave that for the Hallmark Channel. When I go see a monster movie or a zombie movie, that's exactly what I want. And don't be cheap about it. If you're gonna have a low budget, then budget your movie out and don't worry so much about the human characters, worry more about the monster characters that you're showing me in this trailer. Bottom line, I recommend you rent this when it comes out on the Redbox or something like that, or Netflix, but don't go waste your money at the theaters. If you have absolutely nothing to do, you have some free movie passes or something like that, and you just want to go see some monsters in The Rock, and you're a huge Rock fan, you probably can do this and you'll feel like all right. You won't feel like you've seen the best movie or a great action movie, but it's not a complete waste of time if you're really into The Rock and you just need something to do. I give this movie a 5 out of 10. A 5 is because they had a great idea for the movie, but they just didn't do it right. They went cheap, and they really left me leaving that theater feeling like I could have made a better movie than this within 15 or 20 minutes. If you give me that budget, I could write down something better than that. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. Don't waste your time to go see it. Rent it, and save some money. But anyway, y'all, I'll catch your ass out there in the universe. Peace.
There's something in the river.
I was just thinking the only thing that's missing right now is a giant crocodile.